It's not a secret that for the past 3 years, Can-Am has been following a 6-month new model release schedule that was implemented by company president Josie Beaujolais. So we sat down with Matt Tandrup, Director of Design for Can-Am Off-Road, to find out more.
Can-Am is on a mission to be the leader in this market. We were the last to enter the market segment in side-by-side, and I think we've been very aggressive in what we've done in the last 8 years. Jose came to us, all the directors, and he said, "Do you think we could introduce a new side-by-side every 6 months?" I said, "Okay, that's a tall order," but after looking at what we had, I said, "Yeah, we can fulfill this promise," and we're pretty confident about it. And so far, we've been on track, and we have a 7th introduction coming up here soon.
Introducing a new side-by-side every 6 months isn't something that just happens. There are so many background steps behind bringing a new model to market. The only way to get it done was by executing very carefully laid plans.
And the quicker that you have time to market, yes, there's always a concern. Will we be able to do this? Will we be able to deliver the quality of what BRP has given and the expectations of our customers? And of course, we wouldn't compromise that. For us, it was about the planning, and again, looking at the efficiencies of what we can do about our process. You know, it's about coordination, it's about collaboration, and it's about building a process that works. We're not going to compromise on the innovation factor of it, the quality, or any of the other aspects that our customers expect. It was a challenge, it was a good one, and we accepted it with making sure that there was the risk management there to do it right.
It's interesting how over the past 3 years and 6 new model releases, we've seen Can-Am introduce more and more specialty vehicles. Whether this is due to the short 6-month new model release time or not remains to be seen.
When you look at being innovative and how you find innovation, you need to have a good pulse on the market, and you need to have a good connection with the customers. That's one of the things I believe that Can-Am does very, very well. So for us, we are the #1 specialized brand, and we are addressing those segmentations as they come along, as well as creating those segmentations. The mud segment was basically what we created. We brought that together in the original Outlander. The rock crawling segment as well. That's something that, again, we addressed and we looked at, and there was a need for that.
In the process of designing some of the industry's more impressive specialized vehicles, the engineers at Can-Am developed some of the industry's most innovative new technology as well.
When you look at something like, for instance, Smart Lock, okay? That's something that's really been, I think, a huge success, and I think it's something that was so different than the expectations of what a customer really wanted. But it's one of those things where it's an example of what Can-Am does, where we look at a problem or we look at a situation and say, okay, how can we address this in a different way and really exceed the customer's needs and expectations? For instance, the Smart Lock was really born out of us going out and doing some research out in Moab. And we came back, and our engineering director basically said, hey, you know, we've got to, come up with a specialized vehicle, but then the second thing is that we need to do something more about a differential. For 95% of the customers, a Visco lock is a really great differential. It's a great technology. The Smart Lock was one up on that. We want an automatic front differential, but 5%, those rock crawlers, those deep mud hole guys, they wanted something that was lockable. So instead of doing a differential that's open and locked, we gave something even more.
With all this drive and innovation, you have to wonder how Matt and his team deals with the pressure of attaining #1 market share position that must come along with such a rapid new model introduction schedule.
I wouldn't really consider it pressure to be #1. It's a goal that we want to attain, and I think that we're on track to do that. We have an aggressive plan. We have a great portfolio of off-road vehicles, and I think we're really, again, addressing and listening to the consumer needs, more so than anyone else out there. And that's why we're quickly gaining market share.
Thanks for watching this segment of Dirt Tracks TV. For more great content, make sure you click the links or subscribe to our channel, where we're always updating with new content every day throughout the week.